everybody, to another edition of Mr. Poseidon on the live stream, guys. 7 p.m. every Sunday night. You can't miss the show. This is the show. The show of togetherness and love. And I come from a middle-class family too, guys. Let's go, baby. Here we go. Bruce Bain for president. Just look at the skyscraper and you can see it. Let's get that live view. There it is. Hey, Bruce, check it out. Gotta watch that. Gotta watch that ticker tape up there. Tonight's guest, that's right, Bruce Bain, President of the United States of America, baby. That's right. What? You wouldn't vote for him? Damn sure, yeah, right you would. Let's go. Coming around the corner. Let's get this all behind us already. Woo! What's up, guys? How you doing? Again, Mr. Poseidon here. If you didn't hear me the first time, I had the music going a little bit. We got Bruce Bain here tonight. That's the president of the Narragansett Surf Club there in Rhode Island. He's going to be talking a little bit about the fall season, what's been going on. But as here, I get different stories, and I get stories that it hasn't been a good fall season. Most of the stories I got, and there's been guys that have been getting the fish, and some guys on a consistent basis. A lot of those guys that are telling me it hasn't been a good year have been telling me that every single year since I've been fishing since a kid. So those are the guys that are catching the big fish. Let me tell you right now. But anyway, I'm super excited once again. The Striper Challenge is over. Let me get that down there. The Striper Challenge. Well, honey, what happened here? Everything is like unformed, right? Can we do this? Let me see this. Oh, I see. One of the cameras. Okay, there we go. So the Montauk Striper Challenge, it's definitely over this year. It was a great challenge. It was a lot of work for me and my wife. A lot. Especially me, man. It was every day, single day. You figure when I was done with that, it was over. Well, I'm sorry to say, it wasn't over. I have to deal with my in-laws, and when I say deal with them, not in a bad way, in a good way, because they're coming to live with us here in New York City, and they're coming up from Florida. They're a little old. They need a little bit of help, and we're here to help them. So that's what I've been preparing for. I wanted to go fishing this week. I couldn't. It was just too much work in the house preparing. They're going to be living with us, so I had to get one of the bedrooms ready, and I had to stop making the dining room my storage area. So I cleaned that all up, and, it took about 3-4 days to get that completely speckle clean. And it was one of those things where you're like, wow, I was looking for this power jack. Wow, I was looking for this screwdriver. Wow, I was looking for this $100 bill. Stuff like that was going on, which wasn't so bad. Just don't tell my wife about the $100. She's down in Florida. What's up, honey? I love you. I hope you're doing good over there. I know you're working hard yourself over there and doing what you have to do to get your parents here. I will see you on Wednesday, baby. I love you. Can't wait. We'll all be together here, and we'll be able to finally relax. But know this, that the weekend after, definitely going fishing. 100% I'm going fishing. Whatever date that is, Thanksgiving, blizzard, rain, storm, nor'easter, I'm going fishing. I can't wait. So other than that, I got a video that's going to be coming out soon enough. I'll be getting that call any day, and I'll put that up on YouTube, and you guys can see that whole Striper Challenge thing going on. A few notes. Edwin Rivera, thank you so much. It was Edwin Rivera's birthday this week. He hit 17. Edwin is 17 years old. I don't tell anybody's age. Let him to tell you. But happy birthday, Edwin. I got a special invite. I was very lucky. I got to meet his family. Edwin, the takeout food you gave me to take home with me, all that homemade stuff, you don't know how good that was and how good of a time it came since my wife wasn't home. And when my wife's not home, look, I like to do a lot of the cooking. I get bored, and I don't do it just for myself. So it goes and it works. What was that, Ro? Okay. They want to see me on camera. There you go. I'm sorry about that. You're right. So other than that, what else did I want to mention out there? Yeah, we'll be talking to Bruce Bain in a few minutes. We'll get to him. That's the president of the Narragansett Surf Club out there in Rhode Island. He's going to talk a little bit about the fall season. So we'll get to him in just a few minutes. But before we do that, Narragansett, baby. I got it. There it is. Let's say hello to some people out there. Oscar Valdez, how you doing, buddy? My good friend Oscar Valdez, last year supplied the food for the Poseidon Challenge down in Piedmont. Bronx Surfcaster, how you doing? He's the modifier on here, so keep it cool. Wormway, what's going on? Been here since the start. Chris Ploth. Chris, how you doing, buddy? So good to see you. Always good to see you. Big Sis Wolf. Guys, if you don't know Big Sis Wolf, that's Charlie, the Wolf of Rhode Island. That's his sister. Rest in peace, Charlie. We love you, and you'll never be forgotten. Thank you for all your help to his little sister. Thank you. To his big sister. Other than that, we got, who else? Oski Striper for life. What's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Ronnie M. Been a while. What's going on, buddy? We missed you at the challenge this year. What else? Dom AZ, what's going on? Who else? Antagonizer Laws. Tony, what's up, buddy? I'm trying to smile. Let me tell you, it's good. I feel good, though. I feel good. I'm on the live tonight. You guys are on. God bless our country. God bless all of us. I just want everything to be A-okay. So, enough of me. Enough of the talking. Going to have a nice giveaway tonight. Stand by. Listen to everything I'm talking about. Be observant, and I'll ask the question at the end of the show. And if you get it right, even if you're the first one to get it right, we're going to do that giveaway. I'll show you the giveaway in a minute if I can find it. It's 2 lures tonight. One is a... Where is it? Come on. There it is. All right. Sorry about that, guys. So one is an Outcast Lures. I'm going to take this out and show you what a quality product Outcast Lures is. If anybody owns one, or if you happen to get lucky enough, oh, I got to okay that for you, right, honey? Oh, no, it says stop sharing. No, I don't want to do that. So I want to show you what a quality product Outcast Lures is. I met them up in actual... Maine. I brought that product out at the top, the red top up there, I think they're called. But that's where I got to know them, and also on the canal. Great plug to be using on the canal. I'm going to show you this a little later. Also, I'll be giving away this year's Montauk Striper Challenge. It has my imprint on the back of this, Mr. Poseidon, and it's numbered 1 to 250. So, and also I'll give you a Mr. Poseidon band we had this year, which was the color for the MSC 24. That's the Montauk Striper Challenge. And I'll give you guys a stab at whatever lure later. I'll put it up and you guys can vote on it. I'll put that up in a few. But before that all comes, I want to speak to Bruce right now. Bruce Bain, welcome to the show once again. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Bruce Bain, president of the Narragansett Surf Club. Let's go. What's up, Bruce?
How are you?
Doing good, buddy. What's going on?
Not much. Just I've been I got sick, I think, in the flying petri dish on the way home from Disney the last week of September. You know, like those airplanes. Like, it's unbelievable. Between all the people in Disney and then the airplane, we all got sick.
Bruce, I just want to say one thing. Do you have anything running? Any sound there?
No.
Is it my, I mean, I'm trying to figure out why I'm getting.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Is it gone?
No, hold on, Bruce. It was my wife.
Oh, all right.
It's gone now. Thanks, Ro. Down in Florida. My wife. I love you, honey. I'm going to kill you when you get home. I hate being here alone.
We got 3 states going here at one time. This is good stuff.
It's good stuff, no doubt about it. So, Bruce, okay, so tell me about that little trip. We were up to the part of where you caught it,
Yeah.
and I saw you at the Striper Challenge, but you tell the story.
The trip was great, and I just, my wife, my daughter, my grandson, like every one of us got sick. They went to the doctor. They had strep throat. Surfcasters, we don't go to the doctor, obviously, until it's way too late. After, what happened to my best friend and my fishing partner, of course. I should know better. But finally, I went to the doctor this week. I got straightened out. But it totally killed me for the Montauk Challenge. I left Rhode Island 3 o'clock in the morning, picked up my partner. We drove, got the ferry over to Orient Point. We signed in the lower lot 10:30 Thursday morning. We were ready to go. We were going to fish all night till morning on that first night. I got to see Oscar and Rick, got to see Edwin, saw Wombat Chugger, J-Mark. I got the full technical rundown on J-Mark's beach buggy in 3 minutes. I forgot to bring my Tylenol. I love him to death, but man, that kid can talk. Went back, checked into the hotel, and I was sick that morning when I got up, but I figured I'd shake it off.
Hey,
and
honey, can you fix that?
Can you still hear me?
Yeah, go ahead, Bruce.
I woke up at like midnight, and I was still sick. So, Bob, my partner, Baker, he said, "Oh, you want to go home?" And I was like, "Dude, there's no way we're going home." We booked this hotel, and I think it was in April. We booked the hotel and bought our entry fees for the tournament. So I was just getting sicker and sicker. Will Walker and the 401 crew, they were in the same hotel as us. Glenn and Andrea Costa, they were coming in on Friday morning. So I made arrangements to get Bob, around Montauk for the weekend so he could fish and try winning in the challenge or placing in the challenge and get some fishing in. It was his first trip to Montauk. My guys from Narragansett ended up getting him home in one piece and got him out fishing over the weekend. Unfortunately, he didn't catch anything of significance, but I was back in Rhode Island at 10 o'clock Friday morning, and I was laid up. I just started feeling better like 2 days ago. I had something that just really kicked my ass, some kind of respiratory virus, something like that. And then I think I had a flare up of gout, like Wednesday or Thursday. I couldn't walk Friday this week, but now they got me on all kinds of medicine and crap, took a bunch of blood. So I'll probably know definitely what's going on tomorrow. But I feel like 100% better now. But
Very nice. Very nice. I'm glad that you're doing better, but I wanted to let everybody know that. So when you came to the challenge, I saw you that morning. Bruce, I can't begin to tell you. You were just like devastated. I looked at you and I'm like, dude, either go to the room or go home. And
it's like that. I look forward to that every year because I see so many people down there that I only see once or twice a year. Frank Salomon. I saw Bill Jacob for 10 minutes. I saw Joe Albanese for 10 minutes. I never saw Brandon. I never saw Pete. Yeah. I never saw, half the guys that are from New York. I love these guys. And I always look forward to spending time with them, bullshitting in the lot, fishing together at the after party, going out to eat. There's always something to do down there at the challenge. You can stay busy 24 hours a day. And I got home and like Friday afternoon, people were, Kenny and Donna, they were like the first people to call me, you all right? Where were you? What happened? So many people called to ask me. I had people show up there on Saturday, former members of the Narragansett Club that moved to Long Island recently. And, a friend of mine, Bobby, he signed up for the tournament. He was coming down, staying at Kenny's. He was going to fish with us. He got there, and he's like, "Where are you?" I'm like, "I'm back at home in Rhode Island, sick as a dog." So, there was a few people disappointed, but I was really, really disappointed. I totally missed it.
You really weren't missed because you were there. You made it. But I'm sorry that happened, Bruce. I'm sorry that you had to go home. But I'll see you next year for sure. I know you'll always be there. I know you were up for catching a nice fish also. I know you were psyched about that.
Now you'll see me before next year. I tell you, we got to come. Me and Romina's father are gonna have to flip a coin to see who gets to stay in the guest room. I know one of us is gonna be on the couch or on the floor. So
Yeah, I was joking with him, honey. I was telling him, listen, from now on, when you come over, you got to sleep on the floor in the room next to them on the bed, you know? I was like joking around. But anyhow, Bruce, I want to shift over a little bit from talking about the challenge. That's over and done with. Yeah, I'll have a video out pretty soon. But I want to talk a little bit about the fall season. I remember back in the days when I was getting out there more and Charlie was there and we were doing the fishing with him. We were getting on a lot of fish back then. How's the fishing been the last few years and also this year?
The past few years, it's been good. Me and Charlie had a couple of fall spots that we hit, a lot in October, late September, early October. This year, I got to say, I can't really judge it by the fishery only because, like, September 20th, the day before I left for Florida, I fished and I hit a tremendous tide, and I had a bunch of fish, all nice, big, slots and over slots. Nothing over 40 inches, but all, mid to high 30-inch fish. And it was like every cast, Then I went to Florida. Then I got, had the Matunuck Challenge, getting ready for that. So really, I only fished like 3 times since September 20th. I haven't skunked, but I got to say that the last 2 times I went out, they were like 1 or 2 fish trips to spots that me and Charlie regularly would fish from the high ebb into the outgoing, the first 2 hours of the outgoing, and always have consistent, nice big fish. A couple of years ago, I don't know if you remember, there was a picture of me up with like a 30-pounder that I had ripped the end of my middle finger off that day, and I'm holding a fish, and it looks like I got a roll of toilet paper wrapped around my middle finger. It was all gauze falling off it, stuck in the treble hooks. It was a mess, but we got on some really nice fish that night.
Yeah.
And I got a new fishing partner, my friend Bob. You met him in Montauk.
Sure.
Solid as a rock. Very dedicated to it, like Charlie was. A little calmer than Charlie, not as hyper, and not as crazy about guarding his spots as Charlie was. But he's a lot of fun to fish with. And like Charlie always had my back. I know Bob's always got my back if we're fishing in rough stuff or in deeper water. So I'm fishing with him now in those spots that me and Charlie fished at. And we were talking the other day about there's a springtime spot that we always fished a lot, and I took Bob to it this year, and it's pretty close to Big Sis of Wolf's house. So we were talking about getting her out in the spring and making sure she gets on a bass in that spot, because they're real easy to catch at that time of year in that spot, because it's a herring run, and I know we could put her on fish pretty easy. So that's in the future, in the plans, that we're gonna work on that. We have the club has our springtime surf casting 101 classes. We're working together with RISA this year and Rhode Island DEM, doing some statewide classes for beginners, fishing, surf casting, just basic fishing stuff, but, trying to introduce new people to the sport. But overall, I think the fishery's definitely in trouble. I don't think it's any one thing. I think it's rising water temperatures. I think it's bad spawns due to pollution in the Chesapeake. That's a huge spawning ground. I think the Hudson is still a very healthy fishery.
Yeah, it is.
They got a good spawn there, and I think Delaware, they got a good spawn. But the Chesapeake, I think, is where the brunt of the biomass comes from, and from what I hear, that's in trouble. A lot of trouble from commercial fishing. Bycatch, those fish get pulled up in nets on those boats. They're up on the deck for 10 minutes before they go back in the water. Fish can't. Think about if somebody held a wet face cloth over your face for 10 minutes, you're going to be dead if you go without air that long.
I always tell people, imagine running a 100-yard dash winded, and then at the end you crossed it and you're winded, and now you're out of your element. You can't breathe any oxygen. Think about
Right.
that. Think about that.
It's I mean, I don't take pictures of fish that much anymore. I mean, if it's a tournament, something like that, that's one thing. But it's like one quick picture with a measurement, and the fish is back in the water.
Right.
I'm in first place right now for the club for the year. I had a 44.5. I think it was May 22nd, and I was all alone. I caught the fish. I pulled it on the beach. I laid it down with an official Mr. Poseidon Striper Challenge ruler.
Yeah.
Took a picture of it. Put the fish. It took me a half an hour to revive that fish, and that was in May. The water was still cold. The water, 58 degrees, and that fish, it was big. It was tired, and after a half an hour walking around, dragging it with the boga grip in the water, it finally stood up its fins and kicked off strong. I felt really good that it was going, but I really had to work at it, getting that fish back in the water and getting it out there alive. I hate killing them.
Yeah, it's a true fact. Bruce, I want to say hello to some more people. Grandpappy, how you doing? Good to see you. Eddie Bucktails, once again, thank you so much. I was honored to be invited. I met your family. Happy birthday to you. Wonderful food. The take-homes you gave me were just perfect timing. Romina wasn't around, and all the meals you gave me were absolutely out of this world. A licking finger good, buddy. Wormway, Bronx Surfcaster, Beast River Fishing, what's up? Beast River says, love the fact Bruce is still fishing for his boy. I know Charlie is fishing in peace. Bruce continues to live for you and your boy. Very nicely said, Beast River Fishing. Willie J, what's up, buddy? I see you fishing hard, Willie. Willie's up there in the north area. I think he's in Massachusetts. He's fishing hard all the time. If you guys follow his Instagram, you will know what I am talking about. Way to go, Willie J. Keep the grind, brother. Eventually, you're going to slam a big fish. Going back to you guys like Chris Ploth, thank you so much for your donation, buddy. You don't know what that means to me in the channel here. Again, folks, every penny you guys send me is going to go on next year's Striper Challenge. That's how I got the $5,000. We made it a few weeks before the challenge was up. The more you guys put in, the more I can make a prize out of it. So please always donate to the channel, and you guys will always will enjoy this to the max. I always look to give you guys the best, and I'll continue doing that for as long as I am on this channel hosting the Poseidon Sunday night live stream. Grandpappy says, Fish New Jersey, Friday and today. Birds everywhere. Wow. Were they out a little deep? Did you get anything, Grandpappy? It says, I see you put the skunk up. But, okay, going back to Bruce again. Bruce, so we were talking about the fall season. What's your gear, your setup that you're using this year? Not that you're changing it every year, but maybe your lures are changing. But tell us what your gear is that you're using when you get out there, Bruce.
If it's depending on how big this, if the swell's light, not a big surf, this time of year I'm using a Lamaglass 121L. Throw a lot of Super Strike needles, Surf Asylum needles, Beachmaster needles. Darters, same brands darters, some soft plastics. I fish the sluggo a lot. I fish the Algags Twitchet eel a lot, weightless. Yeah. That stuff always works. If the wind's up, the surf's up, I'm throwing a 132-1 MOS Lamaglass, old school, 11-footer. My 10-footer has a VS 200. My 11-footer has a VS 250. The usual toolbox: bottle plugs, needles, heavier stuff. If the wind's up, a lot of bucktails, a lot of weighted soft plastics, bottles, heavy needles, stuff like that. I do really good on needles. That's one lure I struggled with for like 4 years. I couldn't catch on it, and then Bill took us out to Shagwan that night.
Yeah.
And made me fish a needle, and I caught my first Montauk bass on a needle, a super strike needle, and I've never looked back. Now I throw it all the time. It's one of the first plugs out of my bag. You know, if you go out with Bill, the main thing is to listen and do what he says, because he's not wrong. He's going to teach you how to catch fish. And if you can catch fish in Montauk, you can catch fish in Narragansett, you can catch fish in New Jersey, you can catch fish in Maine, wherever you're fishing.
Yeah, that's right, buddy. Yeah, he will definitely make you a better surf caster, especially in Montauk. Like Bruce said, just give him a good listen. You know, don't just think that he's going to bring you to a spot and he's going to put you on fish. Be nice if he brings you to a spot and you get on fish. You'll be lucky, but he's going to teach you how to become a better surf fisherman in Montauk. So when you are out there alone, you know what the bleep you're doing, and you're not just going down to Turtle Cove and just fishing there all day. There are plenty of spots in Montauk where you can go and you can fish. It's just a matter of getting out there, fishing hard, just like you would your area, wherever you fish. Always make it the best adventure that you can make it, without a doubt. Now, hold on, Bruce. So I said to the guys, I'm going to do the giveaway of the Outcast Lures, right? I'm going to show you guys what it is. Got a nice metal lip here, but look, I'm going to show you guys some quality stuff here. Oh, man, now it's stuck. I can't get it out. Oh, man, look at this. Okay, got it. All right, so there you go. You got a nice mackerel design on it, metal lip. These are very nice plugs. Why? Because they also have that magnetized stuff going on. Let me show you. I have that rubber thing on here, right here. Let me take this off. So you could see how the hooks, this one's got the magnet. I mean, I have to take it off. I guess it's just that one because the other one stays out straight. But you could see it's got the magnet on there, and it holds it on there firm. And when you cast out, it helps a little bit with the casting. As you know, metal lips aren't the best to get distance out there. But they make a quality plug, guys. I really like their product. I have quite a few of their lures. For the challenge, we actually used, hold on. See, I'll show you this one. So for the challenge, we actually used their pencils, but their pencils are like bombs, guys. Look at these things.
Huh.
These are like, yeah, Bruce, you can like, reminds me of those old German World War II.
Yeah, the potato masher hand grenades, yeah.
Yeah,
those things. They cast that thing. Those Outcast pencils, they cast like bullets. It's unbelievable. They just
that is their
really
slogan. Outcast them all, and that's why I like using them at my competition. We had to use them also this year and last year, and I like using them, and they'll continue being the sponsors of my longest cast competition. So we're going to give that away. So let me think of something else here. All right, so I got a good one. So I got an older Gibbs lures here for you. And this is a Gibbs pencil popper, 2 ounce. Should be a 2 ounce, is it? Yeah, it's 2 ounce. It's got the VMC hooks on there. I like these guys. It's a medium range, if not smaller. You know, guys, that Gibbs stuff just gets really, really big, and I have
another
some
killer.
stuff. So I'll give you guys a choice. I'll give you guys a choice tonight. So you're gonna put up, honey. I want you to do this. Listen up. Put up on the thing Gibbs lures. Put up a Gibbs pencil popper. Let's do that yellow. And we'll do the other one will be a pencil popper by Hokahay plugs, which we all know. And these are leftovers from the bonus boxes. So this is going to go up tonight. One of these two, you guys will vote on them. And it's A and B, honey. or A, B, C, D, you can put them the same ones again. No. Just put, can you do A, B? Can you do that, hon? Anyhow, that's all right. What's that? 2. I have an Outcast Lures and I have a Gibbs Lure. I'm pretty sure you could do it, right? Anyway, all right. So I'm glad everybody's here tonight again. Welcome to the Poseidon Show, Sunday nights, 7 p.m. Put on a little music. Gets a little boring without it. Big Mike Parrott, there he is. How you doing, Mike? And his honey, Makeup Sunsets. What's up, guys? Makeup Sunsets was part of the winner. What's that, honey?
Excuse me.
Outcast Lures. Outcast Lures. Outcast Lures. And the other one is Gibbs Lures. It's a wooden classic. Yeah. Gibbs Lures. There you go. So you could start that poll, and you guys make that choice. I'll put them up on... No, I made a mistake. Take out the Outcast Lures and fill it in with Hokahay, a Hokahay lure. Hokahay, I'm sorry, guys. So it's between the Gibbs and the Hokahay. Change it, honey. And put the other one, Gibbs and Hokahay. Sorry about that, guys. So I'm going to start the voting again. So we'll see what that's like at the end of the show. Other than that, Bruce, going back to you again. So tell me anything new that's going on. I know you guys run a competition up there every year. You want to talk a little bit about that, please?
Well, we got a few tournaments this year. We have our year-long tournament that runs from April 1st to December 31st.
Right.
We have largest striped bass by length, largest bluefish by length, and then largest striped bass fly rod division. We just added the fly rod in last year. Charlie won largest striped bass by length 2 years in a row. I don't think that was ever done by anybody. And then last year, Greg Taylor won it. This year, currently, I'm in first place going into November with a 44.5.
What's going on over there, Ro? Stop. Go ahead, Bruce. I'm sorry about that.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. I caught that fish in May. I fished 2 spots in the spring in up in Narragansett Bay.
Right.
They're both pretty much herring fueled. A lot of nighttime fishing, some first light fishing, and I had put in a couple hours that morning. I had probably 6 or 7 fish in the high 30s.
Put it in.
And as you know, I don't know if people pay attention to what's going on in Rhode Island, but we had a bridge disaster here, where the state spent like $127 million. Had a bridge rebuilt that went over to the East Bay in Rhode Island. And then it was up and running 6 months, and they found out that the bridge was falling down. So they had to totally shut down the westbound side of it. So anyway, to make a long story short, I have to go over that bridge to get to this fishing spot. So in order to get back to work in time, I have to leave this spot. Like as soon as the sun starts coming up, I got to be out of there so I can beat the traffic back to Providence. The sun came up. I was getting ready to leave. I took one more cast. I was throwing a dock, and the fish just crushed the plug.
Lower your radio, Romina. Go ahead, Bruce. I'm sorry. This is a little difficult from Florida.
Yeah, no problem. The fish, it just absolutely smashed the plug. And at first I thought it was foul hooked because it was so hard to reel in. It took a couple of strong runs. I got her in up on a beach, and she was 44.5 inches. Snapped 2 quick pitches, and like I said, took a half hour reviving her back in the water. So needless to say, I was late for work that morning, but it was worth it. And now I've been keeping my fingers crossed all season that I'm going to hold on to first place. It'd be a total honor to have my name on that trophy. There's much better anglers than me whose names are on that trophy, and there's much better anglers in our club that fish a lot harder than me and are a lot better fishermen than me. So I guess I can contribute a little bit of skill to it, a little bit of luck to it, and maybe Charlie was watching over my shoulder that morning, you know, like maybe he wants my name up there on that trophy with him. But it was a spot that it was the last place I fished with him actually before he passed away. That the year before.
Rest in peace, Charlie. Definitely.
Yeah. And then we have our Spring Classic tournament that was won by Luke Zanosco, the owner of Z Belts. He had a 40-inch bass. And then we had our Midsummer Classic. That's like a memorial tournament we have to honor deceased members from Narragansett Surfcasters, you know, founders of the club, guys in the club that passed away. And that was won by Greg Taylor with a 43.5-inch bass. And then we had a new tournament this year. It was called the East-West Battle in the Surf. And that was the Narragansett Surfcasters Club against the Newport Surfcasters Club. That's Dennis Zambrata's club. And they got some heavy hitters in that club. They got, you know, DZ, he's been fishing. He fished the Block Island Snowstorm Blitzes, all those big fish out there with Campo and them boys back in the 80s. Iron Mike, everybody knows who Iron Mike is. He's in the Newport Club. John, I can't remember his last name, but, you know, they got some Brian Ernest, some real good fishermen. And Newport's it's a tough place to fish. You really got to know the water over there to fish it and produce well. But it was the top three fish, and it was over, I think, a 10-day period. We had the tournament, and actually Narragansett Surfcasters ended up coming on top thanks to Stevie Payne from Uncle Fish Bucktails.
Right.
We ended up 3 fish, 114 inches. Their top 3 fish were 108 inches. So first year for that tournament, we're going to run it every year. And the cool thing about the tournament is the winner's name goes on the trophy, and the winning team has to make a $100 donation to the charity of choice of the losing team. So whatever Dennis's club picks as a charity, you know, it could be American Saltwater Guides Association, could be Kids Need More, could be anything that they choose. Our club will make the donation in their name to that charity. It's kind of a cool tournament.
Very nice.
So all those tournaments are all wrapped up. The only one we got left is our tournament, the year long, and I'm in first place, and hopefully I stay there.
Yeah, I heard you're in first place, man. Very nice, Bruce. So was there any little bit of stretching of the inches since you're in charge of that?
No, I'm not in charge of it. That's I as president, I got more than enough to do. I got 2 great tournament coordinators. I got Henry Lancial.
Yeah.
He's a subscriber. He's probably on the show tonight. On the board of directors for the club. Sure. And Big Steve, you know, Stevie Payne.
Stevie Payne's a wonderful guy, man. I see him working hard. Whatever he's doing, he's always working hard, man. I know that. Very hard.
He didn't fish much this fall. He's still fishing, still tying bucktails, but he got into hunting a little bit, and he got his first buck today with a bow and arrow. I told him at heart, there's no way he's a Gen Xer. He's definitely a baby boomer, and he's got some savage blood in him for sure. He's out there hunting deer with a bow and arrow. I love the kid. He's like a son to me.
Nice, very nice. Good for Steve. Steve, what's up? Check him out, Uncle Fish Bucktails. He's always making his product. And also, if you need any nice construction work done on your house, Steve's the man to see. I've seen his work before. He does some beautiful work. Let's go. That's how we support each other all here. That's how we all make it together as a team, which is always best.
I wanted to say hi to a couple people that I missed in Montauk. Frank Salomon, I really, really enjoy seeing him every year.
Yeah.
I want to congratulate Juan Gonzalez. I never met him, but good job, beautiful fish. Was this his first year in the tournament, Eric?
Yeah, I think it was his first year. It was
Very good.
part of the
Nice- nice-
Dylan Jewel.
Dylan
out
Jewel.
there. Yeah, he's part of that crew
Yep.
over there, definitely.
Yeah, all good surfcasters in that group. Rick Hernandez, top 4 finish. Good,
Yeah.
Good friend of mine. I'm
Without a
really
doubt.
glad to see Rick out there. Delco Joe, I got to say congratulations to him on a long distance cast to beat out the Toad.
Yeah.
That's a huge accomplishment. Toad's been known for his cast for 30 years out
Yeah,
there. The guy
yeah.
casts like a Roman soldier, you know.
Yeah.
100, and Rick,
145 yards to the Toads 144. That's how close that was. But anyway.
I heard it was a shootout, right? They had to go twice or something.
Yeah, they had to go twice.
Sorry, I missed that, but
Yeah.
congratulations, Joe. That's a hell of a job you did there.
Yeah,
and,
hell of a job.
I want to thank Rich Janitek, Fisherholic, for signing up for the tournament. Rich has got a gazillion followers on YouTube, and
Yeah.
the more goodwill we get spread like that, guys like him, people see him involved with you.
Yeah.
It helps you, it helps him. It gets both your names out there. I met Rich about 6 years ago when he was a student at Johnson and Wales in Providence.
Yeah.
I met him down in Narragansett, and he's always cordial, always a nice guy, willing to help people and share information. He's just a good person.
No doubt about it. You got some people, some things they have to say. It says, Delco Joe, sorry I missed you out there, Bruce. Bob Baker saying partner. And Pescanado Dado, what's up, buddy? What's going on? Let's go. Wormway, what's going on, buddy? Yeah. All right. So, it's not going to be a long show tonight. I got my wife. She's down in Florida. She's kind of busy down there also. But what's the final numbers, honey? I can't see them. Oh, wait. I got to... Go ahead. Try it now. All right, so we got Gibbs Lures with 35% and Hoka Hay with 34%. No, I'm just kidding. 65%. Hoka Hay wins, so we'll give that out with the Outcast Lure and wherever I put that Hoka Hay plug down. There it is. So this is going to go out with this. You guys are lucky. Also, you'll get a pin and one of these. You can put this around your fishing reel. It's nice to hold your braided line or whatever mono you're using.
I love that thing.
Yeah, I know. I know, everybody. That was, who taught me that? That was the first guy that came to me, was the 3rd place winner in last year's. Forgot his name. Who? Oh, Ro. Oh, no. I forgot his name. What was his name?
Who are you talking about? Is it Bill Shulkin?
Yeah, Bill Shulkin, yeah.
Billy.
Billy Shulkin. Yeah. Another great fisherman. He won last year. He's the one who taught me that trick, and then other people started coming. You can use it on that. I was like, cool. Anyway, so I'll get that sent out. Now, I got to ask a question. I'll leave this one to Bruce. Bruce, you can ask them anything right now that you talked about tonight, and if they come up with the correct answer, they win tonight's prize. So feel free to ask anything. Take a few seconds to think about it, and we'll be on standby here for you.
I mentioned.
No, don't tell us what you mentioned.
Yeah, don't
All
say
right.
you say that. You gotta make a
Yeah, question. Make a question out of it.
Okay. Who's the president of the Newport Surfcasters Club?
Wow, here we go. Who's the president of the Newport Casters Club? Let's go. Oh, boy, let's go.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to be on there that knows him. Are you serious? I'm never cooking again. Zambrata?
Yep.
That's Eddie Edwin Rivera Bucktails. Happy birthday.
Right.
Happy birthday again, Eddie. Eddie's been on a tear here. He's been on a tear, no doubt about it. Eddie deserves it. You got it, guys. A little difficult tonight, but sometimes you don't get everything easy. You got to work for it. So
You gotta know your surfcasting history. You had to pay close attention tonight because I only said it quick too.
Edwin, I just screwed up the bag that it came in because the hook went through it, and I screwed up the bag. Anyhow, all right. So it's back in the bag now. Got a hole in the bag because I had to get it out of there. So there it is, Ed. A hole in the bag and Hoka Hay plugs, Montauk Striper, and a band that goes around your wrist. If you're not a subscriber to the channel, please at least click it and subscribe to the channel. That's my YouTube channel. I can use all the help I can get. If you want to become a member, becoming a member on my channel, all those little stars that people have next to their names, they've been members since, a lot of them since the start. You can tell by the colors. So please join my channel. You'll be doing me a big help. It's $3 a month, guys. Help me out. Join my channel. You get to see my videos first, that's for sure, a couple of days before they go public. So thank you once again. Congrats to the winner, Eddie Bucktails. And guys, other than that, thank you so much. Bruce, anything else you want to say goodbye to anybody?
I just want to say to the Jersey boys, Tim, I don't know if he's on tonight, Mike Scruggs, Dom, them guys, me and Bob Baker, and you will be hitting Jersey sometime in November.
Yeah.
Do some fishing with those boys, Delco Joe, hopefully. And don't forget, Narragansett Surfcasters Surf Day, January 11th, 2025, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. in Narragansett, Rhode Island. We are already sold out. We got some great plug builders, all kinds of new and used tackle. It's going to be another great show. Mr. Poseidon will be there, and Bill Jacob and the Montauk Surfcaster boys will be there as well.
Right on, man. Right on, Bruce. No doubt about it. Guys, get in touch. We are going to make a little trip. It's going to be a 2-night stay. It's $60 for a hotel room. Are you listening to me? $60. $60. You get 2 double beds in there, and you get a shower. You want a room with somebody? It's going to be $30. I'm not rooming with anybody. I'm spending the extra big bucks, $60, and I'm getting a room for 2 nights for $120. You can't beat that. Joe, I'm going to be in touch, man, definitely. I'll let you know when it's up. It'll be coming up in a few weeks, and we'll all meet down there. We'll have a good time. Let's go, let's go. Thank you, everybody. Thank you to my lovely wife operating everything in Florida over there. And thank you to Bruce Bain. Thank you to everybody who comes to the show on a weekly basis. Guys, I will see you next week. Thanks again. Anything else I'm missing, honey? Can you tell me?
Don't forget to vote on Tuesday.
Let's go, let's go. And it is free if Trump wins. Let's go.